Oh, I'm live. Cool. Hi, everybody. I thought I'd do another live stream. Oh, no, I hear you say. I'm just testing this new mic, so I apologize if it's too loud because I'm not sure if I've got my settings right. For the first time ever, I completely understand why so many vloggers wear these because now I can actually hear myself. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Nobody's watching at the moment. Anyway, uh, once again, some of you are probably wondering why I'm live streaming. A lot of you are probably wondering where my animated videos have got to. Hey, cool. Someone was first. Hi, Tatiana. Nice to meet you. Anyway, some of you wondering, hey, where's your animated tutorials? Those are heaps better than this. And you're right, they are heaps better than this. But because they take so long to make, I thought that I would start live streaming once a week, and that way people can hello back. People can remember that I'm still here. I've lost a lot of subscribers in the last month. I've gained a lot as well, and I'm sort of wondering, "Oh, is it because I started doing this?" But we'll see. Um, yeah. Anyway, forgive me. I do get distracted when I'm doing this sort of thing. Um, if you remember from last week's live stream, I was having a look at "Oh, When the Saints Go Marching In" on quite a few instruments. We had a look at the tremolo, we had a look at the diatonic, and oh, thank you, Tatiana. That's great. She said that I make the best videos, so that's cool. I appreciate it, and I even got a like. Cool. This is still really new to me. It's kind of weird, so it feels weird. Um, Especially to be doing this in my own living room and knowing that people are watching. It's kind of strange. But I thought I'd give it a shot because so many people are doing it. So anyway, so we're looking at when the Saints Go Marching In. We looked at the tremolo harmonica, and I proved that I desperately need a new tremolo because it's sounding terrible. We looked at the diatonic, in which I proved that I still don't know how to bend notes. I'm practicing though. Hopefully, I'll get better. We had a look at the tin whistle, which was good. It was probably the better of the three. And then I ran out of time. So today I just thought we'd continue with the chromatic. Now this is my Swan chromatic. I really love this harmonica. I'd have to say, chromatic is probably my favorite. Some days tremolo's my favorite, but because my tremolo's kind of not sounding great, this has become my favorite in its place. But no, chromatic is really cool for a couple of reasons. I don't know. I mean, this is probably not trivial chromatics, but in this one, the holes are a lot bigger, so I find them quite easy to play. Um, the other reason is it's got this cool little thing. Like on a normal 10-hole diatonic, you need to learn how to bend notes to play, notes that aren't part of the built-in scale. Whereas with a chromatic, you've got this button on the side, and if you want to go up a semitone, you just press the button. And so, to give you an example, if I blow into five, which is the C, yeah, that was C. But if I press the button in, you'll hear the difference. Hang on, you'll hear the difference eventually. So it goes from C to C sharp, and that could be really handy, especially if you don't like me, if you no good at bending. Oh, thanks, that's wonderful. Big fan. I'm your fan too now, officially. Anyway, cool. So actually, to be honest, I got a funny feeling I did do chromatic last time. So if I did, I'm sorry. I'm just going to do it again because we can only get better. So here is "Oh, When the Saints Go Marching Home" or "In" or "On." Still haven't Googled what the actual title of the song is. Um, we're going to start with phrase one. Oh, actually, shall I sing the song? I probably should. Okay. So when I do these things, when I sit down and I work out my tutorials, I figure out the notes first, and I always figure them out in the key of C. The reason why is because I'm actually more a piano player than anything else. Of all the instruments that I play, piano is my number one instrument. And as some of you might know, the key of C on the piano is the easiest because it requires no black keys. Okay, it's just C to C, all white keys, easy peasy. All right. So when I work out my songs, I always work them out in the key of C, and that's why all my videos are in the key of C because it always starts with the piano for me. So so I've worked out. Oh, when the Saints go marching home. I'm just going to go with home. Okay, when the Saints go marching home. I think I'll stick with that. And okay, so I've worked it out. I've separated it into four phrases, and so here they go. In the key of C. And yes, that is Charlotte in the background, my bird. I've locked her in my children's room in her cage. She's very happy. She's got lots of food and water, and she's still squawking, and you can still hear her. So I do apologize for that. It's a little bit annoying, but this is her home too. I can't just put her outside. I have cats. Sorry, that was horrible. Okay, anyway, here we go. Oh, when the Saints go marching home in the key of C. C E F G C E F G C E F G E C E D E D C C E G G G F E F G E C D C. All right, so I lost two viewers while I was singing. That's fantastic. Okay, so let's do phrase one. We're going to blow into five, which is that one right there. And we're going to blow into six, which is that one there. And then we're going to blow into seven, which is that one. Oh, sorry. Let me start again. I kind of made a mistake there. Um, starting that phrase again. So blow into five, which is the C. Okay. Then we're going to blow into six, which is the E. And then we're going to breathe in through six, which is the F. And then we're going to blow into seven, which is the G. Like that, okay? And so the next three notes in the same phrase are the same as the first three. So we want to blow into five, okay? And then we're going to blow into six. Then we're going to breathe in through six. That's not six. And then we're going to blow into seven. Okay, so put all this together, practice this until you end up with something that sounds like this. Something that sounds better than that, at least. Okay, so moving right on to phrase two, and don't move on until you've mastered that one. By the way, I'm always getting comments that my tutorials are too fast, but there's a pause button, so press pause. If you're ready to go on to the next phrase, we're going to do C E F G E C E D. Okay, so we want to blow in through five, and then we're going to blow into six. Excuse me. Excuse me. Something went down the wrong way. So then we're going to breathe in through six, and then we're going to blow into seven, and then we're going to blow back into six again, and then we're going to blow into five, and then we're going to blow into six, and then we're going to breathe in through five. Okay, so put all those together and practice these until you end up with something that sounds like this. Hang on. No, why am I doing the wrong hole? Okay. Something like that, anyway. Okay, we'll move right on to phrase three. So, phrase three is E, D, C, C, E, G, 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 F. Okay, so we're going to blow in through six again. And then we're going to breathe in through five. And then we're going to blow into five twice. Okay. Hang on a second. And then we're going to blow into 6. And then we're going to blow into 7, which is that one there, 3 times. And then we're going to breathe in through 6. That's so weird. I've just realized that I've got my mic set up so you can actually hear all the birds outside too, which is funny because with my normal ears, I normally can't hear them. Anyway, so I apologize for that. So, so E, D, C, C, E, G, 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 F. Okay, and then so you want to practice that until you end up with something that sounds hopefully better than this. Yeah. Once again, with the harmonica, it doesn't really matter if you play the holes on either side. You don't have to worry. I don't know if this is why it's called a harmonica, but I call it a harmonica because it harmonizes with the notes on either side. So a lot of people get really worked up because they can't play a single note, but really, who cares? I mean, practice so that you can play a single note eventually. That's really cool. But I mean, when you're starting out, don't worry about it. Franklin Animations. Hi, you is fine. Thank you, Franklin Animations. That's cool. I'm pretty sure you're a better animator than me. I can probably say that straight off the bat. Not that I've actually watched any of your videos. I apologize. Maybe I will sooner or later. But anyway, thank you. I appreciate it. So let's go to phrase 4. I got to remember not to bang the table. This microphone picks up everything. Okay, so 4. E, F, G, E, C, D, C. All right, so we're going to blow into 6. And then we're going to breathe in through 6. We're going to blow into 7. We're going to blow into 5. Oh, hang on. That's not 5. Hang on. I've got a feeling I've written the wrong thing. Hold on. Okay, we'll start that phrase again. I obviously sort of lost my train of thought there. Okay, so to play that 4th phrase, blow into 6. And then we're going to breathe in through 6. And then we're going to blow into 7. And then we want to blow into 6 again. And then blow into 5. And then breathe in through 5. And then blow into 5 again. Something you might find interesting too is if you blow into 5 on a chromatic harmonica. Well, this is one with 10 holes. I'm not sure about the ones with more holes. I think some of them have 12. But if you blow into 5, that's the C for 1 in the key of C. And if you blow into the 4th hole, that also is C. So you've actually got 2 options there for the C. With this tutorial, I've just chosen to go with the 5 because I don't really want to confuse anybody, which I probably just did. So anyway, so phrase 4, we want to practice this until you end up with something that sounds like this. And then once you've got that, you put all the phrases together and hopefully end up with something. Well, hopefully end up with something that sounds like this. Don't currently have a harmonica though, so sad. Well, later on, I'll put a link below to my Amazon shop and you can look at all my harmonicas and purchase one from me and I will earn a commission. That would be great. Anyway, sorry. Harmonicas are really cool. They're highly rewarding. Oh, but I've got recorders. Oh, I'll tell you what. Hang on. Sorry. This guy just wrote, but I've got recorders, melodicas, Fife. I'm actually going to be doing Fife shortly. I don't play the Fife, but I've just been mucking around with it. So I thought I'd give it a go. I'll be giving a go on the recorder. I'm not, once again, I don't really play it. I'm just going to do it anyway. But the melodica, that is something I'm definitely going to buy soon. I love just love the idea of a melodica because I'm a pianist. So yeah, melodica is like part piano, part harmonica. I mean, what's not to like, I'm also going to purchase, hopefully in the next couple of days. I want to get my hands on a kalimba. If for those of you who don't know what a kalimba is, it's like a little wooden box with a hole in it. And it's got these steel prongs, and you sort of go, you pluck them. It's some people call it a thumb piano. My niece actually bought one and showed it to me, and I was just so excited. So I have to get one. So hopefully I'll be doing like tutorials for those sorts of things too. Oh, I need. Oh, cool. Yes, yes, exactly. Good. It's nice to see some people actually commenting this week. Last week there's only like one or two people, so it's pretty cool. Well done. Um, it's quite funny because I'm on the other side of the world. I'm in New Zealand, which is, uh, kind of underneath Australia. And I just assume that most people in the world would be asleep. So it's pretty good. Well done. Oh, I said thumb piano, but YouTube says I type too much. Oh, really? That's a bit weird. Oh, wow. Gosh, 18 hours. Okay. Anyway, I better where was I? Okay, yes, practice this until you end up with something that sounds better than this. Okay, there we go. Um there you go. Nice easy tune. So anyway, that's one way to play it. I think ironically, I think I actually already have a animated tutorial for everything I just showed you. So if none of this makes any sense, just go watch the animated tutorial. Can you get that D7? Probably not. Anyway, okay. So I wanted to look at other ways though. This is something I didn't really cover in my other ones. So on a chromatic harmonica, obviously 5 is C and 4 is C. So you can start from there. But you can also start from the eighth hole, which is also the C note. So see, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. Cool. So, yeah, sorry, I get so distracted. Please keep typing though. It's pretty exciting. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to start back at phrase one, and I'm going to start the song this time on 8, which is C. So we'll go. Hang on. Blow into the 8. Then we want to get the E, so we're going to blow into the 9. And then we're going to blow into 10. No, sorry, breathe in through 10. And then blow into 10. Okay. And then the next 4 notes are the same as the last 4 notes. We're going to blow into 8 again. And then we're going to blow into 9. Breathe in through 10. And then blow into 10 again. You want to practice this until you end up with something that sounds like this. All right, so practice that until you end up with that. Now we're going to move on to phrase 2. Okay. So I really do appreciate these comments. It's pretty exciting. Okay, so phrase 2, which is C, E, F, G, E, C, E, D. We're going to go back to the 8th hole and we're going to blow into that again. Hang on. Like that. And then we're going to blow into hole number 9. And then we're going to breathe in through 10. And then we want to blow into 10. And then we're going to blow into 9 again. Hang on. Okay, and then we're going to blow into 8. Okay, and then we want to blow into 9. Okay, and then we're going to breathe in through 9 to get the D. like that. Okay. So practice that until you end up with something that sounds better than this. Hang on, better than this. Yeah, and just keep practicing it, and you'll be better than me in no time. I'm sure. This is the problem when you try to learn lots of instruments. You get okay at all of them, but you never get brilliant at one of them. So choose your instruments wisely. So phrase three: E D C C E G G G F. Okay, so we want to blow into nine. I'm getting distracted again. Okay, so blow into nine, breathe in through nine, and blow into eight, blow into nine, blow into 10 three times, and then breathe in through 10. And practice that until you end up with something that sounds like this. Hang on. So, yeah, you get the idea anyway. Somebody just wrote, I can't wait for Christmas songs. So I just thought I'd take a quick moment to just say that, yes, definitely, I'm going to be doing more Christmas songs this year. I'm very behind in my production schedule at the moment. I explained last week it's because I got a job, so yeah, I've been very sort of busy doing that and full time parenting. Plus, yeah, it's just crazy. So that's another reason why I'm live streaming. But yeah, I will be doing more Christmas songs. I do have a playlist of Christmas songs that you can watch, but most of those are from some ones that I did last year and the year before that. But I will definitely be doing more. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Now, moving on to phrase four, which is E F G E C D C. Okay, so we're going to blow into hole number nine, and then we're going to breathe in through 10, and then we're going to blow into 10, and then we're going to blow into nine, and then we're going to blow into eight, and then we're going to breathe in through nine, and then we're going to blow into eight again. Hang on, into eight, I said. Cool. And then, sorry, it's just full of spit now. That's the problem with these wind instruments. You just end up with a wet instrument. All right. Okay. So practice that until you end up with something that sounds like this. Cool. Oh, yeah. Discord service. Anyway, sorry. Maybe I'll look into that one day. I'm actually older than I look, so I don't really understand a lot of this tech stuff, which is part of the reason why I'm still doing this on my MacBook camera instead of the other camera that I've got set up here, which I just couldn't figure out. But anyway, so if you can suggest any good Discord servers, just send me a link. That'd be cool. So anyway, now we want to put all of those phrases together. I'm going to try and do the rest of this without looking at my comments, but please keep commenting. It's just that I'm getting really I have ADHD. You probably didn't know that, so it's yeah, fun times. Okay, okay. So what we're going to do is now try and play the whole song in this upper register. Um, and we'll see if I get it right. This I don't normally play it in this way, so I probably will make mistakes, but that's what life's all about. Hang on. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Ah, yeah. See, so definitely need to learn actually how to play before I attempt to play it. Yeah. Okay. I think I just lost 50 subscribers. Let's move on to the next phrase. So you get the idea anyway. So it doesn't matter if I can't prove to you that I can play it. What matters is that the numbers that I'm showing you, the notes that I'm showing you are the right ones. So just go and do it yourself and and experience the satisfaction of being better at me when you're doing it. Better than me when doing it. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, I'm not gonna look. Oh yeah, you can't drop a link there. Just I don't have an email that you can give. I can give, but if you drop a link on in the comments on any of my other videos, I will still see it. It'll just go into like another little section, and I will approve it later. So yeah, just do that. So now we're going to look at a way to play When the Saints with the lower notes. And you remember, if you watched me trying to do this on a diatonic harmonica, I failed absolutely miserably at it because it required a bend, and bends just really suck. I hate them. But anyway, I mean, no, look, they're good. The best harmonica players can do bends. I'm still really struggling with that one. But anyway, it's not a problem with this one because this is a chromatic harmonica. So, starting at the beginning, phrase one: C, E, F, G, C, E, F, G. Okay. So we're going to go blowing into one, blowing into two. Then we're going to breathe in through two. And then we're going to blow into three. Now, next four notes are the same as the last four notes. We're going to blow into one. Then we're going to blow into two. Then we're going to breathe in through two. And then we're going to blow into three. And then we're going to practice this until we end up with something that sounds like this. Hang on. Okay. And then we're going to move on to phrase two while I try to ignore my client stream because I know what I'll do. I'll just get really distracted. And so phrase two, C, E, F, G, E, C, E, D. Okay, so we're going to blow into one again. And we're going to blow into two. And then we're going to breathe in through two. Oh, I got a text. So I'm ignoring that. Breathe in through two. And then we're going to blow into three. And then we're going to blow into two again. And then we want to blow into one again. And then we're going to blow into two again. And then we're going to breathe in through one. Well, that was a bit off. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, problem is, I actually like this. This is a Swan chromatic, and I think it costs. I can't actually remember. I think it was actually not a cheap harmonica. I think but it is on the. It's probably one of the best, cheapest ones you can get, if that makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, never mind. Moving on. Did I? C, E, F, G, E, C, E, D. So anyway, practice that until you end up with something that sounds like this. Okay, moving on to phrase three. E, D, C, C, E, G, 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 F. Okay, we're going to blow into two. And then, oh yes, breathe in through one. And then we're going to blow into one twice. And then we're going to blow into two. And then we're going to blow into three times. And then we want to breathe in through two. Okay, and then we want to practice that until we end up with something that sounds like this. Right? So practice that. And now moving on to phrase 4, which is E, F, G, E, C, D, C. Let's do this. Okay. Blow into 2 and then breathe in through 2. Whoops. Oh, why can I not do that? Okay. Let's start again. Blow into 2. Breathe in through 2. Yeah, that's it. And then that's why I'm doing it wrong. In my head, I'm still playing phrase 3. Okay, let's start phrase 4 again. Okay, so blow into 2. Breathe in through 2. And then hang on. Yeah, okay. So I've been breathing in through 1. Okay, it's part of my distractibility. Okay, so blow in through 2. Breathe in through 2. Blow into 3. Blow into 2. Blow into 1. That was breathing in through 1, and then blow into 1 again. Or as my bacony friend says, E, F, G, E, C, D, C. Thank you. Okay, so and then put it all together and let's see if I can play it. I didn't practice this before playing. I'm a crap performer when I play live, so let's try. Got it. Yeah. Play like nobody's watching. Well, I'm playing like 4 people's watching. How's that? All right, so let's put this one away. Now, I'm only going to go for about 10 to 15 more minutes. I have a ton of housework that I've got to do, and if I don't do it, I'm going to get in big trouble. Well, probably not. But this wonderful instrument, this is called a fife, and I got this a couple of years ago thinking I'm going to learn how to play the fife, and then I played it for like a month, and then I put it away. And I only just got it out again when I started thinking that I'd do these live streams. So when you watch me doing a tutorial about this particular instrument, I have a mega mustache, so fife kills me, but sometimes it works great. Actually, I can honestly say that um, if I get too much facial hair, playing the harmonica really hurts. It keeps my whiskers keep getting stuck, and yeah, and I have to shave again. It's horrible. I don't know how people do it. This is fizzy water with Ribena in it. So anyway, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, done. Am I gonna sneeze? I apologize if I sneeze because it would be loud and horrible, and it's not worthy. Okay, so let's get to the fife. As I was saying before, when you watch these tutorials, like me trying to play the fife, try to understand or just remember, keep in mind, I do not play the fife, but I have figured out the fingering for it, and or at least I believe I have. And so that's what we're really looking at, the fingering, like in Alien Covenant. Okay, so the first thing about the fife that you'll notice is actually getting it to make a noise is hard. If you buy a fife, don't expect to be able to play it straight away. You can't play it like this. That just blows spit out the other end. You'll notice the holes are kind of similar to a recorder's. Where did all my comments go? Yeah, yeah, it is. It was really hard. It took me ages to be able to produce the sound, and I'm pretty sure that I'm not even going to be able to produce the sound for most of this tutorial. It is kind of similar to a recorder in that it has 7 holes. Recorder has the extra 2 there and the extra 2 there, though. Like the recorder, it has this hole at the back. Now, my friend here can probably tell me what that hole in the back is for because on a recorder, it controls the pitch. I found that on the Fife, I don't need to use the hole to control the pitch. So it's left me wondering what it's for. So I think it is easier to get the higher pitch when you pinch the hole on the back, like with the recorder. But most of the time, I find it easier just to get the higher pitch just by blowing a bit harder. So I don't know if that's right, but let's see. So where is it? Okay, phrase one. I've got a runny nose now. Excuse me. This is going to be loud. I apologize. I better not put creative comments on this because somebody will probably use it against me. Sorry. My bird has been preening his feathers all morning, and there's like little feathery particles floating around the house. I always treated it like a recorder. Yeah, I mean, if you can play the look, if you can play the recorder, you will be able to play the Fife. In some ways, it's probably pointless me making extra tutorials for the Fife. But having said that, to get it to make a noise is going to be your first hurdle. So you kind of want to hold it much the same way as a recorder with these 4 fingers covering the bottom 4 holes and these 3 fingers covering the top 3 and your thumb on the back. Obviously, you're not holding it like this. You're holding it like this. You're going to get sore arms or sore fingers because you do. The noise, you just have to practice until it hurts. It's true. So you sort of press your lip against this bit and then blow, like create a sort of thing where you're blowing in and just keep doing it until you get that right spot, you know? Yeah, then you find the spot and it's all okay. To quote a great musician. Okay, so we want to cover holes 1 to 7 with fingers 1 to 7 and blow once. Then we're going to cover holes 1 to 5 with fingers 1 to 5 and blow once. Then we're going to cover holes 1 to 4 with fingers 1 to 4 and blow once. Now, this is actually where it's a little bit different from the recorder because I find with the recorder that to get that F, that I have to cover holes 1 to 4 and put my 6th finger over hole 6 to get the right note. But I find with the Fife, it's actually not like that. That's a perfect F, I think. Either that or I'm tone deaf. Anyway, so deaf, not death. Okay, so cover holes 1 to 3 with fingers 1 to 3. Okay, and blow like that. Now, the next 4 notes, same as the last 4 notes. We want to cover holes 1 to 7 with fingers 1 to 7 and blow once. Then we're going to cover holes 1 to 5 with fingers 1 to 5 and blow once. And then we're going to cover holes 1 to 4 with fingers 1 to 4 and blow once. Hang on. I just lost a viewer. Okay, and then we're going to cover holes 1 to 3 with fingers 1 to 3 and blow again. All right, and I'm just going to give it a little shake because it's just full of spit. Haha, stopping and starting like that has to be the hardest. It is. Okay, so now we're going to go to phrase 2. C, E, F, G, E, C, E, D. Okay, we're going to cover holes 1 to 7 with fingers 1 to 7 and blow once. And then holes 1 to 5 with fingers 1 to 5 and blow once. And then holes 1 to 4 with fingers 1 to 4 and blow once. And then we're going to cover holes 1 to 3 with fingers 1 to 3 and blow once. Then we're going to cover holes 1 to 5 with fingers 1 to 5 and blow once. And then we're going to cover holes 1 to 7 with fingers 1 to 7 and blow once. And then we're going to cover holes 1 to 5 with fingers 1 to 5 and blow once. And then we're going to cover holes 1 to 6 with fingers 1 to 6 and blow once. Okay, so put all that together and practice that until you end up with something that sounds like this. Hang on. Okay, got it. Good. Okay, now let's move on to phrase 3. Just so you know, this is a oh my gosh, there's spit all over my computer. It's disgusting. And what did I just do? Okay. Sorry. This just for the record, this Fife is a Yamaha. Oh, look, it's back to front. Okay, anyway, so this is a Yamaha, and it's I think it's made out of some sort of it's made out of some sort of plastic. I've got no experience on any other ones. This is, I mean, when I say cheap, it was one of the cheaper ones that I could buy. And I found it to be quite good. So I imagine there's probably wooden ones and steel ones, but yeah. Anyway, but this is a good one to start with. I find. Okay, so let's move on to phrase 3. I don't have too much longer to go. I've got a pile of washing to fold. So phrase number 3. E, D, C, C, E, G. Hang on. Hang on. E, D, C, C, E, G, 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 F. Cool. So we're going to cover holes 1 to 5 with fingers 1 to 5 and blow once. And then we're going to cover holes 1 to 6 with fingers 1 to 6 and blow once. We're going to cover holes 1 to 7 with fingers 1 to 7 and blow once. Oh, actually, we're going to blow twice. Okay, we're going to cover holes 1 to 5 with fingers 1 to 5 again and blow once. Now we're going to cover holes 1 to 3 with fingers 1 to 3 and blow 3 times. And then we're going to cover holes 1 to 4 with fingers 1 to 4 and blow once. Okay, and then we're going to practice this until we end up with something that sounds kind of like this. Another point I'd like to say is a kind of, I don't know if this is what normal Fife players do, but I know with the recorder, I'll just get my recorder out to illustrate this. You can blow on a recorder, but oh gosh, recorder has the worst sound. It's one of those instruments that if you don't play well, don't play at all. At least that's what my wife would tell me. Okay. Now, when you are blowing in a recorder, they say to imagine that you're saying the letter D when you're pushing the air into it. You go duh, duh, rather you're not going when you're playing, you're going duh, duh. Like so you go duh. Anyway, I don't know what that was, but anyway, I kind of have picked up the habit because I've been mucking around with the recorder. I've picked up the habit of doing the same with this. So when I'm going like this, I'm actually I'm spitting all over my computer. That's what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. Okay. So I'm actually kind of going like that. So that's how I'm doing it. Hey, have you practiced disperse? I've played it more than anything else lately. Okay, sorry, I'm distracted again. But Despacito is like the song. There's 2 songs that I have that I've had the most requests for. The first one is Piano Man by Billy Joel. The second one is Despacito. And for the longest time, I've been meaning to get around to it, and I'm going to. I haven't practiced it much. I've kind of started learning it on the harmonica, but yeah, it's It's a great song actually, and it is fun to try to play, but it's one of those ones that I'll get around to it eventually. I'll probably live stream it first. So yeah, I guess my plan is to all the songs that I want to make animated tutorials for, I will make live stream tutorials for it first. And that'll give you sort of an idea of what to expect with my upcoming animated tutorials. Uke. Do you mean like the ukulele? Um, I don't play the ukulele. I do play a little bit of guitar, but anyway, let's get to phrase four. What am I doing? Okay, come on, get the spit out of this thing. Anyway, we want to do E, F, G, E, C, D, C. Oh, I love penny whistles. Okay. Anyway, five. Blow into five. Or fingers 1 to 5 on holes 1 to 5. And then fingers 1 to 4 on holes 1 to 4. Then fingers 1 to 3 on holes 1 to 3. And fingers 1 to 5 on holes 1 to 5. And fingers 1 to 7 on holes 1 to 7. Then fingers 1 to 6 on holes 1 to 6. And then fingers 1 to 7 on holes 1 to 7. All right, so put that together and practice that until you end up with something that sounds like this. Not like that. Now let's try putting the whole thing together, all the phrases. It's funny, for somebody who doesn't play the Fife, I've done better on this than I did with my chromatic tutorial. Anyway, hang on. So something like that. Anyway, oh man, it's gross. Anyway, so if you want to play that in a higher pitch, the fingering is exactly the same. Like I was talking about earlier, like a recorder, you just sort of pinch the hole at the back and get the when you see. So that's the upper C. That's the C a high octave high, and this is the C an octave lower. You you can actually get that higher pitch just by changing the way you're blowing, or blowing a bit harder, or yeah, so to speak. But just like in a penny whistle, but it's probably a bad habit. Any other Fife player watching this will go, "This guy doesn't know what he's talking about." So yeah, you can play it in a higher register. Something like that. I try to stay down on the upper octave, makes my wife yell. My wife doesn't yell, but whenever I play the recorder, I know she doesn't like it. For her, it's like, you know how some people say bad violin playing is like listening to a cat dying. I think in her mind, any kind of recorder playing is like a cat dying. So that being said, let's look at the recorder. Once again, I don't actually play the recorder. I just I like to figure out how to play things. Music is like a puzzle to me. Like when I want to play lots of instruments, but I don't really necessarily care too much if I play them well. When I make the animated tutorials, it creates this illusion that I play these instruments well, but that's just what editing does. So I sincerely hope that people don't watch these live tutorials and think, "Oh my gosh, this guy doesn't know how to play. I'm going to go watch somebody else." It's not about that. It's about getting the fingering right. Okay, so let's. Now, this recorder is not in the key of C, but it is. But I'm teaching this as if it is. So just pretend that this is in the key of C. Okay. So you want to cover holes 1 to 7 with fingers 1 to 7. Good editing then. Yeah. LOL. I play everything pretty good. I even Took a bit of college piano near 40 just to get a bit of extra help. Well done. Piano is great. You know what? I kind of wish I was doing doing piano tutorials because, oh, thank you, Pablo, by the way. I'm pretty sure you were just trolling me, but good on you. I'm not disagreeing. Um, anyway, I would love to be doing piano tutorials, but the problem with the piano is, I still haven't figured out how to approach it in a way, in this kind of forum, that would be easy or basic. Uh, Most of my tutorials are just basic, so, um, at the end of the I just don't really know how to do it. I mean, I can play reasonably okay, and I was thinking that I might, in order to raise some funds for, this channel so that I can get better equipment, I was thinking I might do a live stream, impromptu piano once a week, which is actually how this channel kind of started. I used to just do impromptu piano, but, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know how to approach lessons for that one. But anyway, that's just a little side note. People are dropping off. All right. Okay. Let's look at the recorder. Okay. So where is my record? Okay. There it is. So it's actually pretty much exactly the same as the Fife, except for a couple of minor differences. So what we want to do, just pretend that, you can't really see because of the light definition on the camera, but, there's two holes there and two holes there. I always treat those holes like, I pretend that both of them are one hole for basic lessons. So that's hole number 6, and this is hole number 7. All right. So, um, they actually do have a function, but for these kind of lessons, I don't really care about the function. So we want to, cover holes 1 to 7 anyway with fingers 1 to 7. So your right hand is these 4 fingers, and then your left hand is these 3 at the top. You're going to keep the hole on the back covered for these ones. So covering fingers 1 to 7 with covering holes number to 7 with hang on, covering holes 1 to 7 with fingers 1 to 7, blow once. Yeah, they should make holes glow in the dark. Yeah, that's a good project idea. Yeah, you're right. Actually, these things. I mean, yeah, the fact that they're black makes them really hard to see, like, in dull light. So we're going to cover holes 1 to 7 with fingers 1 to 7, blow once. Then we're going to cover holes 1 to 5 with fingers 1 to 5 and blow once. And then we're going to cover holes 1 to 4 with fingers 1 to 4. And I like to put finger number 6 on hole number 6 to get the F. And then we're going to cover holes 1 to 3 with fingers 1 to 3 and blow once. Like that. Next 4 notes are the same as the last 4 notes. Cover holes 1 to 7 with fingers 1 to 7, blow once. Cover holes 1 to 5 with fingers 1 to 5 and blow once. Cover holes 1 to 4 with fingers 1 to 4 and hole number 6 with finger number 6 and blow once. And then cover holes 1 to 3 with fingers 1 to 3 and blow once. Okay, and we're going to practice this until we end up with something that sounds immeasurably far superior to this. Like that, okay? I'm going to move straight on to phrase 2. Just going to have a quick glance at my little comment stream here. Ever heard of Merton? Now that's a chat pianist. They should make the holes glow. Got that one. I haven't heard of Merton. So what's he? Is he a guy who does live stream piano playing? Because I'd really be interested in watching that. It's easier to play outside at night if you've got glow in the dark holes. Mind you, a hole is technically nothing, so you can't make nothing glow in the dark. You'd have to make the area around the holes glow. So that's just a little technical thing. LEDs might be cool. Yes, I agree. Bringing the recorder to the 21st century. Yes, I would actually like to see like a recorder that you can put like a pickup in the back and then get various amp effects. That would be really interesting. He did, the number one YouTuber in 2011. I had no idea. Okay, we had a weekly show. We had a weekly show for 5 years. Wow. Well, that's really interesting. Can you give? Oh, yeah, I'll look it up. if you can put a link in one of my comments. But yeah, no, Merton. Okay. I don't have a pen. I'll look it up later. Merton. Okay. Let's go to phrase two. So we want to cover holes 1 to 7 with fingers 1 to 7 and blow once. Remember to keep your thumb covering the hole on the back. Okay. Cover holes 1 to 5 with fingers 1 to 5. Cover holes 1 to 4 with fingers 1 to 4. And hole 6 with finger number 6. All right. And cover holes 1 to 3 with fingers 1 to 3. Cover holes 1 to 5 with fingers 1 to 5. Cover holes 1 to 7 with fingers 1 to 7. Cool. Cover holes 1 to 5 with fingers 1 to 5. And cover holes 1 to 6 with fingers 1 to 6. Oh, sorry, Pablo. I just realized you wrote another thing. Hold on. Not trolling at all. Those tutorials must take a lot of time. They do. Thanks, man. I don't worry. I was only being funny before, but yeah, no, they do. They take a long time, and that's why I've started doing live streams. So I appreciate your comments. So anyway, practice phrase two until you end up with something that sounds like this. So remember, it's 7 5 4. Hang on. No, okay, forget it. I won't bother. Okay, no, just practice phrase two until you end up with something that sounds like this. Something that sounds better than that anyway. So we want to go to phrase three now, and we're going to go E, D, C, C, E, G, 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 F. All right, so cover holes 1 to 5 with fingers 1 to 5 and blow once. Cover holes 1 to 6 with fingers 1 to 6 and blow once. And now cover holes 1 to 7 with fingers 1 to 7 and blow twice. Cover holes 1 to 5 with fingers 1 to 5 and blow once. And cover holes 1 to 3 with fingers 1 to 3 and blow 3 times. And then cover holes 1 to 4 with fingers 1 to 4 and hole 6 with finger number 6 and blow once. That's right. G, 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 F. Okay, so practice this until you end up with something that kind of sounds like this. Hang on. Okay, yeah. Anyway, I'm not doing that again. Okay, so phrase number 4, we're going to cover holes 1 to 5 with fingers 1 to 5 and blow once. Cover holes 1 to 4 with fingers 1 to 4 and hole number 6 with finger number 6. Okay. I don't know what latency is. Somebody just said my latency is really low. But can you kind of define that? I'm a bit silly. Stupid. That's me. Okay, so cover holes 1 to 4 with fingers 1 to 4 and hole number 6 with finger number 6 and blow once. Okay. Cover holes 1 to 3 with fingers 1 to 3 and blow once. Okay, and cover holes 1 to 5 with fingers 1 to 5 and blow once. Cover holes 1 to 7 with fingers 1 to 7, blow once. Cover holes 1 to 6 with fingers 1 to 6 and blow once. And cover holes 1 to 7 with fingers 1 to 7 and blow once. All right, so practice this until you end up with something that sounds like this. Yeah, until you end up with something that sounds better than that. How's that? But yeah, oh, okay, I see. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, I have written down here how to play that in a high octave, but as I've discussed with my bacony friend, that does tend to drive the females in the house up a wall. It might actually kill your pets. Having said that, we will look at that on my next live stream. Thank you, my bacony friend. I have to say, it's been really nice having you commenting because last time I did a live stream, I felt like an absolute moron. But this time, it's been nice to have somebody sort of cheering me along. So, look, I'm going to be live streaming. Hey, Alex Ryder. Hey, how's it going? Sorry, I almost called you Alexandria, and then I realized that there's actually numbers on the end. Is there a way to make a recorder sound softer? Actually, that's a good question. I actually don't really know. Um, uh, yeah, I honestly don't know. Every time I play the recorder, it sounds horrible. And if you look on YouTube, you can find people playing the recorder and it sounds wonderful. It's just one of those instruments. If you play it really well, it sounds amazing. But man, I guess it just takes practice. You can cover the hole right under the mouthpiece just a bit. The whole way. Oh, I see. Yep. Okay. So Bacon 420 says you can cover the hole right under the mouthpiece just a bit. That's where the sound comes from. And that makes sense. But how do you cover it when your fingers are otherwise occupied? Wait, are you suggesting we cover it with our bit of paper? I see. A post-it note. So let's just pretend that my hang on. Sounds like a jug boiling. Kettle. Okay, I see. All right. That's enough for today. I'll be live streaming either this time next Wednesday or okay, about about this time next Wednesday. By this time, I mean this time an hour ago. I will also be live, or Thursday. I'm not sure. It depends. I get these rare moments during the week when I have children at school and my wife is at work. Tomorrow, I won't have that luxury because I'll be at work. So that's why I chose to live stream today. So keep an eye out for me in those times. At some points, I think I will start live streaming some piano sessions as well. But for those of you who just prefer my animated tutorials, hang in there. I am producing some. They just take a while. I apologize for, I've just become aware of the noise in the background. There's somebody next door mowing their lawns, and that can't sound good. But just before I go, Pablo says, interesting. Bit of paper post-it note. He. It can't quite touch. Yeah, it changes the key. Just got to muffle it a bit. Foam maybe. Or I wonder if you could use a sponge, like a dry sponge or something like that. Yeah, awesome. Heard no noise. Oh, good. That's good. Thank you. That's great. Okay, so anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This has been great. I actually really dreaded doing this today, and you guys in the comment stream and the guys who left the likes, you've made it all worthwhile. And I look forward to uh, seeing you all next week. Cool. Take care. Cool stream. Lots of instruments covered. And there's going to be lots more. Hang in there. I'm going to get my kalimba. I'm going to order that tomorrow. Cool. See ya. Bye. Are you sure you want to end your stream? End.